Hi everyone, it's Dash Dave here and I'm back for another video. I'm sorry it's been a while since I uploaded something that wasn't alive, and that's because I've been working on my digital kit. So I'm doing all the boring bits that go with, like, you know, just tweaking the files and trying to get them so that they print nicely and, you know, all of the non-designy stuff. But I'm trying to get those sorted, so that's what I've been working on. And that's the reason why I've not done a video for a while, but you know, I'm here. So and it's Saturday the 12th of March. It's currently nearly 5 to 9 in the evening, and I'm sat here and I'm just thinking, you know, I want to do something crafty that's not digital, and I want to spend some time with my crafty friends. That's you guys, just in case you didn't know that's what I was talking about. I'm talking about you. Yeah, you. Even you. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some time with you. I've got some new dies I wanted to play with. I want to see how these turn out, so I thought we'd just do a bit of crafting together. Don't really know which direction this is going to go. This is not planned. I do not have a safety net there. You know, it's all unplanned, and it could go horribly wrong, or it could go beautifully right, but we'll soon find out, won't we? So I'm just going to cut these dies out, and we'll have a play, and we'll have a bit of a chat, and I'll catch up with like what's going on in my life, and you can tell me what's going on in your life, although I won't be able to hear you, but you can put it in the comments and I'll be able to read it, and then I'll be able to reply, but there will be a delay, so don't expect it like instant reply, because you know, we're not there yet with that kind of technology where I can go back in time. Strangely, I was going to use this to cut it out of, but that's not anywhere near wide enough. Maybe that would have been a good idea to do, Dave. Plan ahead. What is this plan ahead nonsense that we speak of? Why would this happen? So I'm just going to find something to cut it out of. That really would be a good idea. I'm not starting this video again. I've already started it once over. Right, I'm going to use some of this. Oh, do I want to use that now? Because I'm going to be doing my little filey thing. I'm going to use this. I'm going to be doing this. Where is it? There. I'm going to be filming the video for this soon, but I'm going to be using some of my own papers to do it, so I will be doing that shortly. Not shortly in your terms, but shortly in my terms. So, but in the meantime, we're just gonna have a play. So this is unscripted, unrehearsed. No, you know, nobody, no emergency services on standby. Anything could happen. And I thought it'd give me a chance to play with my new dies and have a chat, catch up with you guys, see what's going on in the world, talk about what's going on in my world. It's my life. Oh no, don't do that. Sing to dolphins, etc. So, yeah. So I've been doing my digitals, like I say. There's quite a few coming, so I've got 3 sets that I will be releasing soon. Plus, I have another. I don't know whether that's supposed to be in there. No, it isn't. Plus another. How many more have I got? I think that they need to be clipped out, basically. Or should I just push it, see what happens? Should I push it out and see what happens? Oh, let's just twist it out. You're all shouting at me now, saying, don't do that, because you'll damage it, and blah, 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 whatever it is you're saying. So I'm going to try cutting it with a pair of scissors. Oh, yeah, I can cut it, but, like, I've probably damaged the scissors irreparably now, so, but never mind. Oh, ow. Oh, scratch. Oh, scratchy. I've just scratched that die. Oh, wow. I feel like that's the one I'm least going to use. So, and now it's got like sharp harpoon bits on it just to catch me every time I use it. Yeah, so I've been creating these digital kits, and I've got 3 that will launch initially, and then I've got another one. Is it 1, 2? Hang on, let me just work out what I never know the sound on this blooming thing. It's like set up to. I feel like I'm being set up to fail with this every time I try and use it. So that's going to be way too thin. So that must be that on top of there. Yeah, I think that's that. Or is that too thick? Maybe not that. Maybe it's them too. So Tommy, if you're watching this, she's probably shouting at me saying, no, Dave. So Tommy's the goth crafter. She keeps telling me how to do this, how to use this every time, and I don't pay any attention, really. That's why. It's not because I don't pay any attention. No, that's too loose. This is what you get for buying something off Facebook Marketplace with no instructions. You just have to go with the flow. But look how used that die is. I guess that means you have to put it face down, because that's been cut into a lot. Oh well, I guess it doesn't really make much difference. Is that going to go in there? So that's going to be too loose as well. Oh no, that feels more. Oh, hello. I do like it when it cracks, but not when it cracks that much. It's scary when it does that. Heave, heave. Oh, that crack when you're first doing crafting and you're using a die cutting machine and it makes that noise, you do immediately think, what have I done wrong? But as we get more experience, we realise that if it doesn't make that crack, it's probably not working. I won't say it's not scored that particularly well, but well enough, I guess. So there we go. I quite like that. That's going to be like a little slide thing. A slide thing, because Dave's able to explain these things to you, which you clearly know I can't. A slide thingy. It is. That's what it is. It's a thingy. We like it being a thingy. Nobody laugh at my thingy. Steady. So let's put that in the bin, Dave, because if you don't throw it away, you'll keep it forever, and then you'll never use it anyway. So okay, so I'm going to cut down again. I'm going to cut this one out, and I might cut it out of something else in a minute and see. I've got some paper as well. So I forget what I was talking about. I really admire all of these people that, like Sue and Julie, that could talk about something, digress, and then come back to what the so Sue at Paper Inspirations and Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs. They can both digress and come back to what the point was, but I completely miss what the point is and can't help you. So yeah, I think I was talking about working on my digitals, and apologies if I say this like 15 times. You think, yeah, Dave, we've heard that bit 15 times. We haven't heard the end of the sentence. So I've been working on them and doing all the the admin-y bits that you do, but I wanted to do something physical. Let's get physical. I wanna get well, it's the only kind of physical I ever would want to do. So I keep putting this away, don't I? And I keep pulling it back out again. So maybe I'll just decide what I'm going to do with it first. Cut a few things out randomly and then put it away. And see, I've put the plates away and I've mixed up now which ones I need. I think it's those 3. You'll hear weeping soon when I realise, no, it's not. They're not the ones I want. I've written on the back of that clearly. That onto there. Ooh, that's going to be. Am I going to be happy with it being wonky ways or donkey ways? Wonky donkey ways, maybe. Let's put that, maybe go a bit diagonal on that sheet. Yeah, I don't mind with that. I just didn't want that to be sideways. And I hope to be releasing them very soon. I'm going to send them to, well, I know that Sue at Paper Inspirations was excited to see them. So I'm going to send her some. And I think I might send some to Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, and then I know that Joe Thornton is going to do something as well, and Brian's going to make me some things too. So we're going to have a bit of a, hopefully people will have done something with my digitals, and then I'll be able to show you their take on my stuff. So I'm excited to show you. I really would love to be able to just show you, but obviously I can't, because there's no point having a launch if everybody's seen it all. It's like there's no point having a lunch if people have eaten. So a launch. You see, I think I'm funny. That's the problem. There's no which way around to put that. That's actually the way you're supposed to see the thing. So it's got the linen, not the linen. The linen texture. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I should be doing this video. I'm incapable of stringing a sentence together. I've had about 3 hours sleep last night. I'm functioning on, well, I'm barely functioning. I don't know whether I am functioning. Can you count it as functioning? What am I talking about? I don't know. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Dave? I don't know. Just shut up, Dave. Shut up, Dave. Anyway, so but yeah, once the digitals are out, I will obviously show you on my channel, but I'm just gonna keep them close to my cards close to my chest until other people have seen them. They can give me a bit of feedback on them. It's always daunting launching your first couple of sets, but I've got to say I'm slightly addicted to making them. So and Brian seems to, well, Brian says nice things, but you always say nice things to your friends, don't you? You rarely tell them the truth. Like, that dress is blooming hideous. Whatever led you to buy that? But, you don't say those things to your friends. Unless you're me. But, I want some honest feedback from these people, and then I can if there's changes I need to make, then I'll go off and do those changes. I am all for a bit of positive feedback. Not positive feedback, it doesn't have to be positive, obviously. I'd love it to be all positive, but constructive is what I meant. I'm all for a bit of constructive feedback, but it's and I realize that that art is, people's opinions. It's not fact. So, subjective, objective, subtractive, attractive, dynamic, bonsai. I don't know. I'm just throwing random words out now. So, and I do know what a bonsai is, by the way. So. Sorry, my brain was just going, oh, bonsai trees. Oh, I wonder what it'd be like to have a bonsai tree. But then I remember I did have a bonsai tree. Somebody bought me a bonsai one year for Christmas, and it didn't take me long to kill it. So I like plants that are used to the arid desert of not being watered. Not that I don't live in an arid desert of a house. It's just that plants basically come here to either die or to learn what hardship is, so they can appreciate that in the wild that actually things aren't that tough. It's just Dave forgets to water you. So in the wild, you're likely to get rained on occasionally. Here, not so much. Survival of the fittest, basically. Well, survival of the driest. So it's amazing, the randomness of my conversation. I amaze myself at times. Well, I don't really, because I live with myself. I live inside myself. You don't want to be here. It's a barren and desolate place with very few brain cells and hardly any thought. So, you know, which you can clearly see, there's hardly any thought. I didn't think about what I was going to do here today. So, and the reason for that is just because I'm tired. I wanted to do a bit of craft, but didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a bit of a play, but I also wanted to switch the video on because I am a true believer in being very transparent about craft, and that we don't all know what we're going to do when we start out. You know, I'm sure you guys sometimes go and sit in your craft rooms or your craft space, or sit with your craftiness on your lap, or whatever it is that you do it, wherever it is, in the garden or whatever, and sit there and think, you know what, I just want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. And we sometimes just end up doing things like fussy cutting and stuff. Well, you might. You all know my thoughts on fussy cutting. Devil's work. So, I don't fussy cut. You know something, I'd rather pay somebody to fussy cut than I would to come and clean my house. Although, to be fair, I should probably pay somebody to come and clean my house rather than come and fussy cut. I can tell you which one needs doing more. So, yeah, my house is just, yeah, let's not go there. I don't know whether it's somebody once said it was a sign of a true, you know, creative person to have a dusty house. I don't know whether they were throwing shade my way, but casting aspersions about my my lack of dusting, or whether they were just being, you know, telling me something as it is, the truth. It's the truth. It's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. There you go. You didn't come for the singing, but you're left with it anyway. Well, you're left with the scars of it anyway. So, you know, I love to sing. And as I've always said, I sing for me, not for you. I do a lot of singing. I do sing to myself a lot, and if I don't know the words, I kind of just make them up, you know. Words that, you know, they don't come easy to me, as we've established. I have such trouble with this glue. Like, even when I've put the thing in it, it doesn't stay. Oh, like that's just, something's just flown out the end of there. Yeah, even when I put the thing in the end of it, it still dries up. I don't know what it is. It's like, basically, it's like any of my plants. They kind of have to realise that at some point I'm going to leave them to dry out. It's like the nozzle of this, so put that in there. So like I say, don't really know what I'm doing. Don't have a plan. Definitely not here to demonstrate today. Please don't follow my lead. Please don't follow my lead. I will lead you over the edge of a cliff, like Thelma and Louise, although it won't be planned. It'll just happen. Turn left here. So. But like I say, excited about the digitals. It's kind of, I mean, like, I can't say it's sucked my time out, because it's been really good for me this week. I've been too tired to come and actually craft, but I've come home every night, and I think having a tired mind has helped me to be a bit more creative. Well, like, not more creative, differently creative. You know, when you create and you're not there. Do you know what? I don't know whether you know what I mean. Like, you know, when you don't feel you're really present in the thing, and you're just doing. And I think sometimes I do get different results by doing it that way. And it's a bit like when I did the blindfold challenge. Instead of me not being able to see it, I'm not mentally present. I don't know whether that makes any sense, because, you know, I do think differently to other people, and people think I'm mad. So, but you know, this is a cross I have to bear. But yeah, I don't know whether. Please tell me if other people get that. Like when you're not present in your craft, when you don't feel like you are there, but yet you've created something and you actually enjoy what you've created. I think I might have just chopped all the best bits off. I might have to do that. How big is that? I have to afford to lose a little bit off this side to try and get that over there. Just trying to use bits on my desk and not go rummaging and using other bits. I could do that, maybe. Don't know whether I like it, but I could do it. What else do I have on my desk? This will be the next kit. I've got this. What else? This. Well, that's not very interesting, is it, Dave? That's not at all. There's this. More of this. So this is from the other day when I was doing my glassine stuff. Thanks Julie from Camellia Crafts Designs for recommending this clear gesso. Haven't tried it yet, will give it a shot. I don't know, she recommended it, and I bought some. I got some from Hobbycraft actually. It was the cheapest place, cheaper than Amazon, especially for the amount. I think I got double the amount from Hobbycraft than I did on Amazon for the same price, and I also had a Hobbycraft voucher for a £5 off, so I used that, and then I think I paid, was it £7? No, because that was including the delivery charge, which they then refunded me. Oh, I had a right debacle with the delivery of that's how it made me feel. So the company is called Hermes. Now, if you live in the UK and you mention to somebody that Hermes are delivering your packages, you basically just know that you'll never see them again. So I don't know how they've grown so big, because they are terrible and their customer service is abysmal. The fact that you have to speak to a bot all the way through the chat doesn't even let you speak to a human being after, speaking to a bot for like 3 days. But so what they'd done is they'd delivered. So I got a message to say it had been delivered on my email. So it'd been delivered. It said handed to resident. Now it came at 10:15 in the morning. No, 10:19 in the morning, and I wasn't in because I was at work. That's the first bit. The picture that they sent was not of my house. It looked like it was on a table in a dispatch area, and it was inside a building, and they don't come in. They literally just throw it at you at the doorstep if you're actually in, and if you're not in, it's basically they'll just chuck it over their left shoulder, and wherever it lands, that's where it will be. So anyway, I didn't ring. I spoke to customer services through this chat bot saying, look, you've sent me a picture to say it's been delivered, and you clearly haven't delivered it here, because this is not my house. I don't know where it is. It looks like it's in a dispatch place. So, and I'd done this when I got in the evening, so I must have done it 8 o'clock in the evening, sent this email, and then I had an email back to say somebody was looking into it. So because from the chatbot you get to email something, so I emailed it. Then they came back to me, like literally it comes back saying that somebody will look into investigate this and come back to you. Then within the space of 2 hours, now bearing in mind this, I didn't contact them until after 7 in the evening. most delivery companies only deliver up to about 7 o'clock in the evening, and their dispatch drivers go home after that point. They sent me an email to say we've done an extensive search. It's not very extensive because you looked for 2 hours. Even if you've looked for 2 hours, I don't think anybody spent any time looking. And then they came back to me saying we've done an extensive search and we can't find it, and due to the time lapsed, 2 hours, we believe that this item is lost and we're unlikely to find it. Wow, you give up easily. It can take me 3 days to find my car keys. Good job I don't go, oh well, never mind, I'll just go buy a new car. But at Hermes, clearly that's how they feel. And they said to contact your retailer to either issue a refund or reissue a product. Anyway, I got through. I rang Hobbycraft's customer service, and they were great. There is no shade, no fault being thrown their way. They were brilliant. Really friendly, very polite, really helpful. I explained the situation. She says, just give me a moment. And you can hear her typing. And then she said, I'm just going to check the GPS. And I said, oh, you got GPS? She says, oh, yeah. So, we track our items, etc. It turns out that they've gone nowhere near my house. They'd just delivered it to one of their stores, to one of the Hobbycraft stores. And it was waiting there for me. She said, and I said, she said, do you want, what we'll do is we'll redispatch it today. I went, no, don't redispatch it, because if you do, I'll never see it again. We'll be in this situation in, a few days' time when I'm ringing back and saying, they've said that they've delivered it and it hasn't been delivered, blah, 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 blah. So I said, can I go and pick it up from the store? And she says, oh, let me just find out. I'll just check with the store and make sure that they've still got it, that they haven't sent it to head office, because they wouldn't normally accept these things from a delivery driver. They would, unless they're supposed to have been dispatched to them. So anyway, she came back to me and she said, yes, that was fine. I could send it. I could go and pick it up from the store. I said, and then she also said, we'll refund the delivery charge. I think that was the whole point of my conversation, wasn't it? Jess, delivery charge. Finally got to the point, Dave. And so she would refund the delivery charge. So anyway, I went and picked it up on Friday, and it was old tickety boo. So I've now got it. Long-winded explanation. But if you're in the UK, or even if you're sending something from overseas and they say, we partner with Hermes, run for the hills. So, sorry, just going to have a drink. Several ties with them. Honestly, every time I have a problem with delivery, I can guarantee if they say, it's been delivered and I can't find it, I can guarantee it will be Hermes or Yodel, to be fair. They're another delivery service in the UK that are terrible, are notorious for being terrible. I was going to use one of them, but I think they're all a bit big. I mean, I could use... but then you're going to see the other stuff around it. Although if I cut it out, oh no, that means I've actually got to fussy cut it. Fussy cutting? What the heck? What's this term you speak of, fussy cutting? Let's see if I can get this one. So this is basically a sheet from the Graphics Fairy, printed out onto some vellum, which has then been run through my Xyron. Sorry, thinking I always call it Byron, Zyron. So I have to think you guys don't know who Byron is. But Byron the Zyron is that's who it is. So it's been run through the Zyron to give it a sticky bag. So, and now I can't get it off the thing. So it's just, I don't even think it's vellum, to be fair. I think it's actually just tissue paper. Not tissue paper, tracing paper. I don't know what I'm talking about. You expect me to know what I'm talking about for? So, right, I might need to chop the top of that off. So yes, the joys of Hermes, and I just think it's terrible customer service. If you're going to say that you've done something, you should have done that thing. If you're going to say that you've checked extensively, you should have checked, at least even just checked, because the moment like I mentioned it to Hobbycraft and they said, yeah, we'll just check on our GPS. So if they can do it, Hermes can do it, and they didn't even look. So there we go. I think it should have had a lighter background, but it's not hideous, is it? So I might just go over it with a bit of this, whatever this is called, because I clearly can't speak today. Yeah, we'll glue that down. So the joys of Hermes. Honestly, as soon as I see that it's been delivered by Hermes, my heart sinks. Think, oh, that lovely item, I'm never going to see it again. I don't know why companies use it as well, especially somewhere like Hobbycraft that know what they're like. They must know what Hermes are like, or why they even bother getting involved with them. And the thing is, there's a massive Hermes distribution centre near me, and their head office is near me, and it still doesn't improve their locals. You'd think they'd want to improve the service to the locals, but no. Oh dear, I didn't line that up very well, did I, Dave? Oh well. It is late, and I have had 3 hours sleep, and I still can't put that pin in. So let's finish that before we move on to something else. Let's see what I'm going to put in here. I might put one of those in here if I can get that to fit or sit. If it sits, it fits. No, you see, I don't like the way that you can see that bit there. I mean, like most of the crafters would be like, bung it in, get on with it, move on to the next thing. But you know what I'm like. Fussing and stuffing and stuffing. By the way, stuffing in the UK is stuff that goes up a chicken's neck. So, like, not just up a chicken's neck. Sorry, when you're cooking, I don't know whether it's called stuffing in other countries. So, the stuff that I can't describe it. It's like my brain's going. It's glitching. My brain is currently doing. This is a bit of vellum, by the way. This is vellum sheet from. This is pre-printed vellum from. I think I got this from the Range, and I think it's a Do Crafts. But I just liked it. Thought it was a pad of it. I think I've shown you it before, but it's got some nice. It's got some blanks, and then some of the nice images, some blanks, some herbs, more blanks. I don't dislike that. That's kind of like flesh coloured. I like that. That's kind of like a bit 90s, late 80s wallpaper. And then there's this. I love this. It's kind of like Moroccan tiley. And then some more blanks. But yeah, it was only a couple of quid from the Range, so I bought it. So I have no idea what I was talking about, and I'm sure you don't really care, so we've lost nothing between us. think I'm going to cut some of these out of the file folder stuff. That's why I pulled that bit of file folder out. And I've also got this piece of paper. I think I might use some of that as well. But yeah, I quite like that. And the thing is, it loses it on the back of there, so I think I need something white behind, which kind of loses the effect of having the, you know, the whole point of having vellum is to be able to see it because it's translucent. Maybe having it on something. Oh, I might have that. Let's cut a bit of this out. Let's see what that looks like. I'm only cutting a corner out. It's not going to break the bank if I don't use it, is it? So put that on there, maybe those on there, and have that like that. I quite like that. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see that, can you? So quite like that. So I shall just, you know, let's stick them together, Dave, first before you trim it down. Stick the two together on it. It's only kind of to anchor it. It's not to, which way up is it? I think it's that way. And I wanted to kind of leave it with a little, so I didn't want to stick it down like too rigidly. So I didn't go all over it. So I didn't want you to, A, didn't want you to see the glue, and B, I quite like the fact that it kind of separates a little bit and it looks more dimensional. I don't know if you want me to explain what I mean, you might have to come and see me on a different video, because today's not today. Today is not the day. Today is the day. No, today is not the day. Sorry, today is the day is a Dolmio advert, so in the UK. I've been singing like all day today in my head. I've had, think of all the animals you've ever heard about, like rhinoceroses and tigers, cats and mink. Of all the furry animals in all the world, have you ever seen a panther that is pink? Think, a panther that is positively pink. So it occasionally pops back into my mind, so I sing that song quite often, but for some reason it's always in my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Like I say, my life is just one big musical. Well, without the happy faces and the, you know, everybody's life is perfect, obviously. I don't get that. That doesn't happen in my life. It's like it's like a miserable musical. It's like Les Miserables, if that's how you say it. So apologies to anybody that you know that's either A, cultured, or B, French, or French Canadian even. Benoit. So sorry, Benoit. Every time I think, so Benoit is somebody I've been chatting to, so, and we're going to meet. We're having a date next weekend. Oh, by the way, good news, talking about dates, I'm officially divorced. So my divorce came through on Monday, last Monday. So it's official. I am officially divorced. Woohoo! Thank goodness. Oh, thanks, Worcester. You just put your wet nose on my wrist. Thanks for that. That was lovely. What a treat. So yeah, I'm officially divorced. Woohoo! Gone. So to celebrate my divorce, I'm going on a date. No, that isn't the reason why I'm going on a date. I'm just going on a date because I'm going on a date. If somebody wants to see if they want to date me. So, and his name is Benoit. So, and he is. Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't realise that was part of it. But that's what it does. When you do that, it creates the sticky. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? Isn't that clever? I like that. That's very anyway. Sorry, little things, little minds. You know the saying. So he's from French Canada. He's from French Canada. No, it's from is from Canada. He's French Canadian. He's from Montreal, I believe. I'm sorry, Benoit, if this is like completely wrong. And he lives in the UK. He's lived here for a number of years now. He used to live here with his partner, his ex-partner. And so anyway, yeah. So Benoit is how I say it in my head. Clearly, that sounds like somebody who's just run up a few flights of stairs. That may not be the way it should be said, but you know, I usually say it with like in my head. I say it with my my terrible phony French accent, but I'm not going to say it because I shall upset several nations in one fell swoop. Where on earth have the dies gone? Oh, they're there. Getting stroppy with myself because I can't find the dies, but they're here. Oh, I thought I'd cut it too narrow then. Oh, Dave. You do these things. You do these things. The things you do, Dave. So, see, I was worried about the text going the other way on the last one. I'm not worried about it this time, so I'm going to put that there. I think that's the one that goes on the top. Like that. Like so. And I can so. If you came for the nuts, then I've got plenty of nuts here. Like, I'm completely nuts. Like, I am the full tree, let alone, you know, a bowl full. I've done that one. I do like this die, though. It has to be said. I do like the die. So there's that. But then, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do another one of them in this. Do I have to cut that down narrower? It's tight. It's going to be tight. Do I have to cut it down though, Dave? Maybe just a smidge. Just a smidgen. Not a pigeon, just a smidgen. Always got the interesting bit off, the bit with the globe on. So, never mind. Maybe have that bit there. You can see the globy bit and the lines are kind of, no, Dave, where have you put the thing? So, yeah, so we're having a date next weekend. So I've booked the day off from Fat Club so I can eat to my heart's content because we're going out for a meal. And I didn't lose this week, so I was a bit cheesed off with myself. And then again, I thought maybe I was celebrating. Subconsciously, I might have been celebrating the fact that I'd got my divorce. So, and you know, I'm never going to say never again, but never again. No, you don't know what's around the corner. You don't know, but I just will be pickier next time. You've been warned, Benoit. So you will be vetted by everybody I know. So yeah, that's fine. So shall I do one? Might as well do one with the narrower thing, wherever that. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. So I don't know why that's in my head. I bet you wish it wasn't. So do I. I wish it wasn't as well. Okay, pop that out. Move that out of the way. Pop that on the pop. I don't know what the popping's about though. The only pop I've got is this. Or soda to some, but it's pop to me. So I'm so thirsty tonight. And it's actually Saturday. It's not thirsty at all. Oh, it's such an old joke, but then again, I'm such an old person, so. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. What was the other thing? Oh, I play. So, like, I was on the way home today from shopping and coming back from Fat Club, and I was in the car and the radio was on, and yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing the other one in that. And the radio was on, and what's it called? The ABBA song. The ABBA song, you know, the ABBA song, because like it was only one, not. What's it called? I was singing it really loud in the car, and I was pulling out of the supermarket that I'd just been to, and there's like the road kind of merged. Sorry, the road splits into two, so you can turn like left in one lane and right in the other. I was singing like at the top of my voice. Oh, like an eagle. Is that what the track's called? Like an eagle. Anyway, I can't sing the words for you now, but I can when the music's playing. Well, I can't because I think I still got it wrong then. But like I realised as I pulled up that the lady in the car next to me was just, it was like, I thought she was looking, you know, right to check for oncoming traffic, but I realised that she was like staring at me. She either thought, what's that terrible noise? I wonder if it's my engine. Or or she was thinking, is that man all right? He looks like he's having a heart attack. Oh no, he's singing. The fun, all the fun. You see, I like that. I like that bit. I'm glad I left that bit in there. Oh, so daft sometimes. But yes, like an eagle. And then what did I do? Oh, and then the next track was oh no, changed channels, and the next track was that I heard was the Carpenters. And there's no getting over that rainbow when the smallest of dreams won't come true. That one. Can make all the magic the world has to give, but it won't last a day without you. Sorry. Anyway, I enjoyed myself. You clearly not so much, but hey, my channel. Hey, my channel. I choose the music. I own the house. I pay the bills. And you've been living on borrowed time. So let me tell you, honey, I've got better things to do than sitting around waiting for you. So listen to me. Listen to me, honey. I pay the bills. So, yeah, what was that? Swatch. Oh, God. Who was that? Quartz Lock. With who was the guest singer on Quartz Lock? Anyway, it's one from a long time ago, from my clubbing days. You bit of trash, she kicked you out and you thought you'd come running back to me. Well, let me tell you, honey, I've got better things to do than sitting around waiting for you. I should listen to that, because that's kind of a bit divorcey kind of thing. I've been listening to there's a playlist on Spotify for well, there's more than one. There's several playlists for if you're recently divorced. But it tends to be all about, you know, it tends to be women singing about like, and not many like gay breakups. So so I just have to kind of just, you know, go with the flow and just call myself a babe. So you know, I'm definitely in touch with my female side anyway. You know, I'm quite happy about wearing nail varnish. I did polish my nails. Did you notice? I've tried to make them look more TV presentable, except for all the crud that's underneath them, and that's because I do crafting. But I did try to make them shiny. So they're shiny but dirty. Talking about shiny but dirty, I took Bruce, so you know my car's called Bruce. So I took Bruce for a car wash. And he hasn't had a car wash for, well, it was before lockdown. It would have been, I think it was July of 2019 was the last time he had a car wash. But the thing is, they're doing road work. Well, they're not doing road works. They're doing work on the, because you know I live near a cemetery. And they're doing, extending the cemetery, and they're widening the roads, and there's a whole load of stuff going on. They trundle horrible wagons up and down our road, and because our road is the access to the cemetery, or to the back of the cemetery as well. So, and that's where they've been working on the back of the cemetery. So too much information. Should I just go on with it? So they've been working on this, and so I took my car for a wash, and typical it was a real dry day, so it dried nicely on the way home. But of course, then when I parked it overnight, all the dust that the excavation works had kicked up all just settled on it. So I went out to a really shiny car, but with a layer of dust on it. So, well, basically it's a bit like my house, it's got a layer of dust on it. You see, I like that as well. I just don't know what I'm going to put in them, so just want to score that down, because try and make it sit a bit flatter. Although when I stick it down, it's going to stick flatter anyway, isn't it? I don't know how. I did not come prepared. I've got a bit of that tissue. What can I reach over here without destroying the whole place, Dave? What can you do, Dave? You might have to have a butterfly or two. Is that butterflies? It is. What else is over there? Flowers. I don't know whether I can reach it without pulling. See, my mic wire is now in the way. So. Right. Okay, so we might have a butterfly or a flower. Let's see. Let's go for a butterfly for this one first. If we can find something. Or a shroom. It might be a shroom. We can find a shroom that we like. A suitable shroom. Room for a shroom. It would need something else though, wouldn't it? It's going to be like that, Dave. Yeah, it looks a bit lost. It looks a bit placed, is what I mean. Maybe this. Oh, this is stuck inside there. I won't last a day without you. And maybe I could build something up. I could make a bit of a scene. Oh, blimey, leave me alone for 5 minutes and I can definitely make a scene. Maybe have a couple of those like that, and maybe something behind. Have a flower behind. Don't be long, and seems wrong. And there's no rainbow when the smallest of dreams won't come true. Take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. I'd like that one to be, oh, maybe that way. Maybe like that. Oh, it's a bit of a scene. I don't know. I'm creating a scene. Dave's causing a scene again. Right, I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to go for it. It's a bit different. I'm just going to dirty this down a bit. It all blends in nicely. Stick that down there. Oh, is that the right way up now? Is it? Is it? I'll cut this end off. What's the... There was an ABBA divorce song as well, wasn't there? You know, where the... I can't think. Like, walking through this empty house. Oh, I can hear it in my head, and I just can't think of the words. Anyway, good old ABBA. And the Carpenters. You know, I like modern music as well, so not all modern music, but a lot of modern music. But I do enjoy a range of genres. So I'm not typecast on my music, so it leaves a lot of scope when they do when they film my my memoirs. Well, my memoirs aren't going to be... my memoirs will be consistent of... they read my diary, it'll be basically a lot of white noise. Because basically my diary's empties. My diary's empty. My cup runneth over, but my diary's empty. I think I'm funny. I've made myself warm now. Put that on there. The cup runneth over, but the diary's empty. Well, it's about right. It's basically speaks volumes, that. I'm just nuts. I don't know. See, this, like, I always seem to be a bit cuckoo after I've like got a bit of sleep deprivation going on. Oh, see, that song stuck in my head now. I'm gonna have to listen to that later. The Carpenters one. Right, stick that down, and then just going to trim the edges. How many pairs of scissors do you want, Dave? All of them. All of them, please. Cut anything that's going to hang out off, but as long as, obviously, not the bits that you're going to see. You're going to hang out. Oh, if you are going to hang out a little bit, can't leave that like that. That'll do. Yeah. So we've got a bit of a scene going on there. Oh, I quite like it. It's a bit different. Off me, everything's stuck to me. Oh, and then he wonders why his glue doesn't work, because he leaves it unlidded, which is a term now. It might not have been, but it is now. And I did mean to take my jumper off before I started doing this, because it's a posh jumper, and it's one of my best ones, and it's one of the ones that I don't currently have glue on, which, you know, this rate might have glue on it. I might be able to change that very quickly. How do I do these things? Why do I do these things? Like, I usually get some inks out or something when I've got like some best clothing on. There we go. That's that one. Making a few. They're nice because they're like little things that can just go in things, maybe, Dave. They're little things that can go. They're little things that can go in things. Might put that in there. I don't know. It's a bit lost though, isn't it? Let's see if we can find a flower or two or five. The shiny ones. Oh, oh. Now then, is this the ideal opportunity to whip out the steady? Oh, let's get rid of that. We don't want that now. It's so yesterday. Is this the ideal opportunity to try the gesso, the matte gesso. It's like, you know, when I bought it, I was like, I really need that. And then Brian said, what are you going to use it for? And I didn't know. But you know, when like you see other people have these things and you think, I need that. But you don't really need it because you've got actually no use for it. So anyway, that's life, isn't it? We're all a bit like that. That's why we all end up with like loads of craft stuff for things that we have great intentions of doing and never actually do. So, maybe a sunflower might be. Sunflowers are nice because they're really cheery. They remind you of sunshine, and I think we could all do with a bit of cheering up these days. The world is in such terrible, dire straits. When will people learn to just be at peace with one another and tolerate and love and if only kindness and love sold newspapers as fast as misery and suffering. Not that people buy newspapers anymore. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? That was just, I've just had a crafter lunch, so sorry if your ears have just gone, what the heck was that? We just had earphones on. Is that you like deafening me? I didn't mean to. It's just everything's just fallen that way. That book hopefully landed the right way up and didn't tip upside down because I don't like filing them at the best of times. Right, what do I do with this? Shake it probably. Prime surface adds tooth, gives a transparent matte finish, leaving ground colour spelt wrong. Well, it's colour spelt wrong for the UK anyway. It should have a U in it. Unchanged. Directions: use undiluted or thin to 25% water with up to 25% water. Apply to support. What? Apply to support. Do I have to apply for some support for this? I need some support. I'm going to apply some gesso. Sand non-porous stroke shiny surfaces first. Oh, no, that's not happening. And leave to dry for at least 24 hours. That's not happening either. So anyway, let's see what happens, shall we? So, well, I mean, like I can put it on and I can, you know, dry it a little bit and then leave fully to dry when I've made the thing up. And I can't. It'll be a long video if we wait for 24 hours for this to dry. One of those ones that's going to go all over my jumper, isn't it? I'm not careful. Oh no. Well, actually, I could probably have enough on there to do what I need. Probably enough on here. Yeah, there's loads on there. So let's give this a. I don't know what's that stuck to me knuckle. And there's no getting over that rainbow when the smallest of dreams won't come true. Can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you. Touch me. Anyway, please don't touch me. Get off me. I'm not going to dry this like properly with this because otherwise it'll just curl up and like be a waste of time doing it. I just want to kind of just set it a little so that it's not sticky to use. Oh, that's cool actually. That's quite dry already. And I like that. It's not completely de-shined it, but it's better than it was. And also the backing is quite shiny anyway, so once I've got rid of that, that might be better. Do I want to have it just as is? Yeah, I might just dirty the background up. Dirty the background, obviously, I mean age the background. You knew what I meant. You're not here to judge. We don't judge anybody here, do we? Walking through this empty house, tears in my eyes. This is goodbye. Knowing me, knowing you. That's the one. There is nothing more we can do. Knowing me, knowing you. Aha. That's the song. I knew it had a title, just couldn't think what it was. It was not the Eagle one though. Don't know what. I'm gonna have to get to the chorus line of that to find out whether that's what it's called. So anyway, anybody that's new here won't have a clue what I'm on about, which, you know, hey, you will. You'll either stick around long enough to know what's going on, or you won't. Oh, by the way, talk about sticking around long enough. I'm going to have I'm currently at 692. Well, it's fluctuating between 692 and 690 subscribers, but I'm fluctuating. But once I reach 750, I will be having a giveaway, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away one of these. I'm going to make one of these, and I'm probably going to make it with my own papers, or I might give this one away depending on what the situation is. But I'm going to give one of these away when I reach 750 subscribers. So what you'd need to do in order to be part of it is, once I reach 750 subscribers, you'll have to like and be subscribed. You'll have to like my video and be subscribed. I think that's kind of fair, isn't it? Oh, do I have some water there? I do. Yay. I don't have to have another dried out brush that's gone crispy. So that's an interesting shape. So I'll be kind of doing that and making a proper announcement on that at some such time as I decide what I'm going to give away, or make what I'm going to give away. So, well, I know what shape it is. It's just I just haven't made the actual one. But like I said, I'd like to make it with my own papers as well. So, so anybody can enter. So as long as you're subscribed, and you have liked, and also I need you to have commented. But it's a long time away. I haven't even put that video out there yet, so don't worry about that. We'll go through all of the rules of that at that time. But yeah, I'm gonna have a 750 subscriber draw, just so a bit of advance notice, just so you know. So I bought this. I bought this just after Christmas. I wonder if I can use this in any way. So this is it's a calendar, and I wondered if I could get any of this in there. I don't really. Small Mr. Dreams won't come true. Well, he could be quite nice, but I buy these because, like, when they're really cheap, and, like, you know, you don't know when you might need a big round circle with a bird on it. A big round circle with a bird on it. I quite like that, but it's a bit small. Now, back to I thought in my mind's eye those on the back were bigger than that, so bigger than that, just in case you didn't know what bigger meant. Many a true word spoken in jest, Dave. There are some people who don't. About this, maybe that. I don't know what that's from. I think that's a kit of somebody's, but I don't know what. I think I'm just going to cut that flower out, and that's what we're going to use. Oh, that song is now completely wedged in my head. It's wedged in there. Which way up does that go? Doesn't really make much difference now. It's hardly like it's a real flower that you can tell. I'll do that. Yeah, so I might have to go and listen to some divorce music. It's funny, there's not a huge market for divorce music. But you know what I do find, I've said this before, I know I've said it before. I can feel myself repeating myself. But people that have Adele music at their wedding, Adele sings basically about splitting up with people, so maybe they're planning for their divorce at their weddings. See, again, I was just about to burst into song with, and there's no getting over that rainbow. And there's no, okay. There we go. And done. So let's just push it all back. My usual way of clearing up, just push it all back. Actually, I was thinking what I might do is, that's what I got this out for. I wondered if that was that same hole. And punch that out. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Get in. Or get out, actually. Get out of that hole. Maybe do that on these. So yeah, so watch out for that subscriber draw. Obviously I'll let the regulars know. You know, bring your friends along and get them to subscribe and that sort of thing. And obviously subscribing is great, but liking my videos is important as well, because you might watch this and think you really like it, but you don't go and actually like it, and it doesn't, just having watched it doesn't tell YouTube that you liked it. You need to actually say that you liked it or comment on it or something, and the more likes that it gets, the more likely people are to see it, and the more the people that see it, the more exposure that I get, and the more likely I am to be able to reach more people. You know, let's face it, at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. Sharing my knowledge with other people and learning things together. I can't actually see through that hole. You know, when like you get, oh, so you know why I can't see through that hole? Because the thing's still in it. I need to get an automatic unloading on these things. So I can't see it again. See, it drives me mad. You have to pop that out of its hole. Yeah, that's obviously got holes in already. Sometimes you can blow it out, but other times you can't. So like that, it won't come out. I might go and finish my I watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I had about 3 episodes to catch up on, but I'm about 20 minutes from the end of one of them, from the most recent one, and I might go and watch that and have a snuggle with the dog on the sofa in a minute. If I can, I'm going to try and stay awake as well, because I was going to have a nana nap, but I decided against it, because having nana naps only leaves me feeling really tired at night, because I can't sleep at night then. Anyway, stop talking about sleeping, Dave. Not helping you stay awake, is it, talking about sleeping? So this is what we made. So we've made some little, that was the one that we made like almost like a mini diorama type thing. Then these various bits, and then these. Really like that. Really like that. I like that one as well. I'm not so keen on that. I'm being honest with myself, you know. Not that keen on it. I didn't use this die. I might give this a go. what I'd like to try and do is I'd like to try and recreate some almost negative style things, but I need to have a think about that more. Requires brain power, and that's not happening today. So anyway, so thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had a bit of fun, you know, or you enjoyed singing along or shouting at me for saying they're not the words, Dave, or indeed, you know, not having a clue what song I'm talking about, or even just sat there thinking, who is this person and why does he think he's funny? I don't know. All of these and questions and many more will be answered in somebody else's video because I can't answer them myself. So anyway, I have to find something to do with them, the offcuts. But anyway, thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you for like being here for me. Thanks for keeping me company, helping me to not feel quite so isolated from the world. Brian's currently working, just in case anybody knows. So Brian is my crafty friend. He is working tonight, so I am all alone. And but he finishes at 2 tomorrow, and my live is at 3 tomorrow. So remember, I'm doing a live at 3. So I'm going to upload this tonight, but my live is at 3 tomorrow, and I will I'll be here come hell or high water, but I'm going to pick Brian up from work at 2 o'clock. So hopefully we'll like swing by. It's only a half an hour drive, so you know, set it all up and be able to just like literally get in hot foot from picking him up and start the live. So anyway, folks, you all have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever time it is with you. Remember, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And be kind to each other, please. There's more kindness needed in the world. And there's more likes on this video that are needed. All right. Thanks, folks. And if anybody feels so inclined, they can buy me a coffee. I really want to say thank you so much to those people that have bought me a coffee on my Buy Me a Coffee link, which is always in the description, or you can find it on my main page. Yeah, I really want to thank those people, because that just helps me. In actual fact, the most recent funding has helped me buy some of these dies, and I've got a whole load of stamps and things, so it's going to help me expand doing what I'm doing. It's also helping me to buy some paper and inks for printing my new digitals out, so I can show you guys. It's basically just oiled the wheels of craft, because my money comes in from my employment and goes out on all my bills and expenditure, and I don't really have a big gap of money, so it just oils that and makes it a little bit easier for me. So really grateful. There's so many of you to thank, but very most recently, you know, I know that I've said thank you to a couple of people who have contributed, and I really am grateful. So you all take care of yourselves. I really do love you all without exception. And like I say, you know, don't give me a reason not to. But I think it's going to be a hard push for you guys to give me a reason not to love you. So genuinely love you. Worcester loves you. He's here. He's just come to say, Dada, tell the lovely folks that I love them too. Well, actually, he's out of breath. I don't know why he's out of breath. He's probably just come up the stairs. He's getting old after all. So I know how that feels. So anyway, folks, you all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And big hugs. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.